Hello everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Ubiquiti Dream Machine Pro setup. In this video we're going to cover setting up VLANs, firewall rules, and groups. I would like to thank Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. I'd like to thank Rob from The Hookup, and I'd like to thank Chris from Crosstalk for their videos and tutorials on how they set up their machines, because without them it would have taken me a lot longer to figure out what I was doing and probably not as good of a video. So with that being said, without further delay, let's get into the video. So I will see you in the video. Okay, as you guys can see, I do have on a different shirt. I've gone to get ready for work, so it's only been about 10 minutes since I did the intro. Bear with me, I forgot to do one thing in here when I was doing this the first time. So we're going to go into networks. Now we're going to set up the 4 VLANs that we had initially talked about in the last video. So we're going to go down here to settings. We're going to go to networks. In here we're going to click on add a network. We are going to put in the name, which in this case is going to be guest. We're going to go down here, click advanced. On mine it's going to be VLAN ID 20, and then auto scale network. We are not auto scaling, so we're going to change this to 20. Cody recommends doing this because it keeps everything a little bit more in order, so your VLAN ID and your IP addresses kind of sync. The range should be able to click auto configure here, and it will automatically populate with the IP range. From there, you just apply changes. It's as simple as that. So let me do the next 3, and then we'll do the next one. Okay, and as you can see, I've got all 4 done. I did remember that you can use the mouse wheel to change the VLAN ID, so it can go up and down just by rolling the wheel. So next, now we have to create the wireless networks to go with the physical ad networks. So now I don't have any WAP connections at the moment, so not as worried about it. Now I use DynoPass to create passwords. It's a good free service and it doesn't hurt. It's important to have strong passwords. So, but here we're just going to do a quick generic one, and this is the LAN, and that should be, and that's it. So I'll create the others and I'll be right back. Okay, and that created all of our Wi-Fi. So now we are going to go down and start with the firewall settings. So we're going to go into security, internet threat management, and down here, if you look, you got firewall. So we open that. This is where you create your rules, and this is where you create the groups. So we're going to create a rule, and this is established and related rule. So first one is going to be LAN in. Type in a good description so you know what this one's doing, and action is accept. IPv4 is all. Down here under advanced, we are going to match established and match related. We apply the changes there. That created our first rule. Okay, so, and again, this is the way Cody went through and did his. I'm attempting to do it in the exact same order. So he went through and created a group. The group name on this one is RFC 1918, which is request for comment 1918, states that all private networks should use only 3 specific address blocks inside their firewalls. And what that is that's the 192.168, 172.16, and the 10.0 IP ranges. Those are all going to be your private IPv4 groups. So we are going to do IPv4 subnet. We are going to add addresses 192.168.0.0/16. Add address 172.16.0.0/12. And then the last one is going to be 10.0.0.0. Yep. /8. Confirm everything's in there correct, and then apply. So that has added that group. Now let's go down and go to firewall again, go to LAN and create new rule. It is going to be a LAN in. Description is going to be allow the main LAN to access all VLANs. And that's important due to doing your maintenance and everything. So rule applied before. Action is going to be accept. Source is going to be network. Network is going to be LAN. And where's the IPv4 address group? Okay. Okay. And that should be that. So we apply the changes. And the next one is block guests. So go back to firewall, new rule, LAN local, put in the description, drop source, guest. Okay, and that completes that group. So now, if you wanted to add in something like, let's say, a NAS or something, you would go through and you'd create a new group, or new rule, excuse me. And this was his example, but I'm going to use like my file server. We're going to accept. Source is going to be network. And we are going to allow guests to access it. And then destination is actually going to be an IP address, 68.0.6 for my file server. Apply changes. And if you look, so we've got the file server right there. Again, it needs to be above the blocking ones to make everything work right. So other than that, sorry everyone, forgot one important thing. This needs to be above that. So boom, that allows them to access it, because it goes, once it executes this, it won't execute that, it won't care. So sorry, there's that. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments down below. I will try and answer them the best I can. If I don't know the answer, I will try and find it. If I can't find it, I will point you to someone who could actually answer it. So thank you all for sticking with me on this, and I hope you enjoyed it. If so, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.